good evening or afternoon, actually, even though it doesn't look like it, or good morning if you're watching this video in the morning. Welcome to the fourth week of Advent, almost Christmas. I bet you guys are excited. I'm excited. I really like Christmas. Hence my tree. I got myself a little closer to it so you could see it a little better this time. So theme of the fourth week of Advent is love. So we're going to start with a story that is about the birth of Jesus, and it's also about love. It's called A Baby Was Born by Gwen Matthews. Once upon a time, a baby was born. Even before that baby was born, there were people waiting and wishing and hoping for that baby. The people who were waiting and wishing and hoping for that baby didn't know exactly what the baby would be like. And so they wondered, would the baby have a smile so warm that it could melt the coldest snow and ice? Would the baby have a voice so strong that it could shake the very mountains? Would the baby be so courageous that all would be comforted, even during the most ferocious storms? Would the baby show the world so much love that peace would settle into even the most hardened hearts? But even as they asked these questions, as they imagined what the baby might be like, the people who were waiting and wishing and hoping for the baby already believed that the baby would indeed have a warm smile, a strong voice, a courageous spirit, and a loving heart. And they weren't wrong. When Jesus was born, his tiny body was wrapped up to keep out the cold. He was laid down on straw in a trough that was used to feed the animals inside of a barn. His young parents, proud and exhausted, had been forced to take a long journey far from home. Jesus' parents were two of the people who had been waiting and wishing and hoping for him to be born. But there were people who had been waiting and wishing and hoping for Jesus to come. These people saw hurt and suffering in the world, and they believed that this new baby, Jesus, could use his voice to spread a message of love and peace, and they knew it would take courage for him to do so. But Jesus wasn't the only baby people have waited and wished and hoped for. People also waited and hoped for you, for all of you guys, for all of us. Once upon a time, you were born. And even before you were born, there were people waiting and wishing and hoping for you. But those people who were wishing and waiting and hoping for you didn't know exactly what you would be like. And so they wondered, would you be kind? Would you be brave? Would you show love? Would you spread peace and joy? But even as they asked these questions, as the people who were waiting and wishing and hoping for you, like your parents and other family members, even as they imagined what you might be like, what kind of person you might grow up to be, they already believed that you would be kind and brave and loving, and that you would spread peace and joy in our world. They knew that you could help ease the suffering and hurt in the world, and that you would speak out against violence and oppression. And they weren't wrong, just like Jesus. So I hope you enjoyed that story. I'm rather fond of it. When I saw it, I thought, oh, that would be great for Sunday school. And for the second half today, we are going to follow the theme of what we have been doing in the past weeks of Advent and look at some words from children about love. They aren't poems this time, but they are the replies of children, little kids, younger than most of you guys probably that are watching this. So there were kids that were about 4 to 8 years old were asked what love means to them. And these were their replies. So Rebecca, age 8, said, "When my grandmother got arthritis, she couldn't bend over and paint her toenails anymore. So my grandfather does it for her all the time, even when his hands got arthritis too. That's love." From Billy, age 4. "When someone loves you, the way they say your name is different. You just know that your name is safe in their mouth." I love that because people do say your name differently when they love you, even when they're mad at you. And and that your name is safe in their mouth. I just like that concept. Terry, also age 4. Love is what makes you smile when you're tired. From Tommy, age 6. Love is like a little old woman and a little old man who are still friends even after they know each other so well. Jessica, age 8. You really shouldn't say I love you unless you mean it. But if you mean it, you should say it a lot because people forget. True words. And finally, I thought this was a good one to end on from Bobby, age 7. So it's something to think about Christmas morning. Maybe you should try it. Love is what's in the room with you at Christmas if you stop opening presents and listen. Those were wonderful words. So I hope you have a happy Christmas. If I don't, you probably won't be seeing another lesson from me until after Christmas. So enjoy your Christmas. Have a wonderful time. And remember Christmas morning when you're opening presents, to stop opening presents for a moment and look around and listen and see all the love that is around you. So until next time, be safe and be kind.